Gokuraku, my friend. Don't resist it. It's destiny. What's up, guys? That guy with a pencil here. Fun fact, I do been suit. Have it on me and keep it on me at all times. Here's another fun fact. I'm 3 chapters behind again. This shouldn't happen anymore. Well, I can't say anymore. It shouldn't happen anytime soon. Like, I'm hoping. I'm hoping. I'm sorry. But we're 3 chapters behind. But luckily enough, I got 3 chapters at a time. So let's not waste any more time. And let's hop right into chapter 41 of Ichi and the Witch, which is known as For You. And ultimately, I think this is just going to be a chapter confirming Gokuraku's coming along. Like, there's absolutely no way on this good green earth that this man is sticking behind in Kagami. Well, that could be an interesting twist. And once again, playing to the whole idea that already seems to be a fundamental foundation of the narrative, defying fate, whatever the rules are supposed to be in this universe, Ichi's existence is breaking them. And obviously, we already had the idea of the previous prophecy from the prophecy monstrich being broken. But Gokuraku, he seems a little too main character coded. Like a little tool making. You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of, then again, this is complete no context. Because even while I have it on me, and keep it on me at all times, there's no way for me to know, because I actually haven't read One Piece. But I'm pretty sure Zoro said he wasn't coming with Luffy. And now he's the deuteragonist. So like, I think this is the same case here, where Gokuraku's like, I'm not going to come, but then he's going to be made to come, one way or another. But let's take a look in a book, reading Rainbow Type Beat, in spite of the themes of defying fate. Some tells me fate ain't bound to be defined in this one. Let's take a look. Sheesh, you are technically queen, you know. Well, I guess, yeah, technically he was the king of Kagami. I was about to say, realistically, shouldn't they be like emperor and empress? But I think that's just because I'm associating Kagami's like a decor with a certain type of ruling. I don't think they actually were like an empire. They remind me so much, and admittedly this is just because Ichi the Witch gives me such heavy Magi vibes. They remind me a lot of the Empire from Magi, from their design aesthetics to even some of their character designs, even the royal family a bit in a way. So that's why my brain is like, aren't y'all an empire? No, they're not. Let's see. You are technically queen, you know. Do you think queens are supposed to climb on roofs and sneak in people's windows? I mean, if the queen is metal, if the queen is built like that, if the queen got the leg gains to do that, I mean, might as well. Let her go. Let's see. We got yelled at for this so many times growing up. But they couldn't. Well, then again, I'm not sure who yelled. Was it probably? It was probably their parents, because I doubt any of the staff could have really been like, "Don't do that," because like, I'll have you executed, child. Well, they probably wouldn't do that. Let's see. That's the point. But still, Gokuraku, you are also a wanted criminal rebelling against your entire country for like a decade. I feel like you're the last person to be lecturing any member of the royal family on how to do business. Let's see. We're not supposed to be doing this. Sorry. Now, admittedly, I am the eldest of my specific section of family. I'm the eldest son. Let's see. I don't actually have the experience of a real older sibling, but I do have older cousins who essentially were my older siblings, and I can think of many moments like this with some of them. Especially like, because, I don't know, I feel like the vibe between my older male cousins and my older female cousins was completely different. Like, my older female cousins wanted to guide me a certain way and raise me to be better in many ways. And they did, I think. And a lot of my male cousins was like, boy, we're going to have fun now that you're here. So I do think that this is going to be a lesson for Gokuraku in some way. And the sort of vibe this is giving, where she knows she's doing something up, but she knows it's for a greater purpose. That's what this reminded me of. Let's see. It took too long, but I finally offered flowers at Mother's grave. Tired, man. That's the hit. It's being locked away from your memories for so long. That still is crazy. Let's see. But I finally offered flowers at Mother's grave. Yeah, I saw. Your coronation was awesome. Congrats. Your speech was really cool. Oh. He's being so subtle about it, but like you know he's probably internally geeking right now. He doesn't want to. One, it's late at night, and two, he just doesn't want to geek excessively because he even admitted last chapter the whole reason he's like, I don't want to go Ichi, or like I can't leave Ichi, not now, is literally because he knows like this is so much for her to undertake, especially after just getting these emotions back, like years upon years upon years upon years of not knowing, not feeling, having a hole in your heart, and suddenly being filled, and then BT Dubs, ruler of an entire nation. Like, yeah, I get why he wants to stick back, but come on now, Gokuraku. Your design and your abilities are a little too fire to allow you back here. But let's see. Your speech was really cool. Oh, why thank you. But honestly, maybe you should have been crowned, not me. Well, not really though. Not only are you the elder child, which makes sense, you know, that's simply how succession works. It goes to the eldest child, but also he was like still a criminal, even if it was for the right reasons, right? Like he was. I'm assuming just because they have all their positive memories back and they know a good portion of that is because of Gokuraku. That doesn't mean all the undue years of stress and concern and worry about the man and his actions are not still present in the rest of the kingdom. I think there'd probably be a little bit of dissent if he were to have been crowned after all he'd done. Him acting as a more supporting role, that makes sense. Huh? What? No, I couldn't have been. I'd dethroned Bakugami and dumped everyone's sorrow back on them. The people hate and fear me now. Okay, to be fair, they hated and feared you before. But it may be a little bit more personal now. I mean, and that's the thing. I will admit, if I had one slight disappointment about last chapter, or last 3 chapters, it is the idea that everyone sort of got over it, or at least not got over it, but like they handled it a whole lot better. Obviously, because the good came back with the bad, right? The loss of the negative memories and the loss of everything around that also took positive memories away, and they got all of that back. But, like I mentioned, it's not just the idea that their sorrow came back, so now they don't like Gokuraku. It's the idea that all that excess stress and all those new memories that they made over that 10-year period still exist. And Gokuraku is most likely the focal point at a lot of that, considering he caused him so much stress. Let's see. Not that any of that matters. You deserve to be crowned anyway. Unlike me, you paid attention to our statecraft lessons. You worked hard and earned our minister's trust. You know this country better than anyone. You deserve to be queen. And you know what? Richa got barely any screen time, or at least relative to Gokuraku, obviously. But I also do believe it. Richa does seem to be like, and notably, not only is she a good character, but she's a character even if we do leave Kagami, and obviously we are. I hope they pop up again. And funnily enough, I can't actually directly compare this to them. Part of me wants to compare it to Magi, but the character I would compare like in the Ko-Empire, the character I would compare Richa to is a character who more aligns with Gokuraku. For my Magi fans out there, I mean, it's not really a spoiler. Kogyoku, there's a character, and I'm not even sure if I'm saying her name right, but Kogyoku, she's one of the princesses, and I believe the youngest princess. I need to reread Magi again because it's so peak. But with it being the case, the youngest princess of the Ko-Empire, and she was very similar to Gokuraku in how she acted and how she fought and how she was viewed. But the idea of a certain person deserves to be queen ends up being very pivotal to Kogyoku's arc in the grand scheme of Magi. And she did have many more appearances and was very, very important later on in that story. And I'm hoping the same thing will be the case for Richa. Obviously, she doesn't have any power. She didn't end up... a part of me really thought she was going to end up becoming a witch and claiming Bakugami, but that didn't happen. But who knows? You don't necessarily need to have powers to be useful. She is the leader of an entire country, and if they go back and making magical tools and stuff like that, who knows? Who knows? Could become pretty useful. Let's see. That said, I get how hard the part... Wait, I kept reading part as parties. Let's see. I get how hard parts just start... Get how the hard part's just starting. I hate to admit it, but that fool Bakugami did give us our prosperity back. Yeah, and you know what? I respect that. I respect that Gokuraku's like, I don't like him. He's ugly. He's nasty. He's dumb. He's stupid. He's took you and the rest of my nation away from me for all these years. But he did get our money up, not our funny up. Like even Gokuraku has to be like, he did help us stack that paper. He has to admit that. Let's see. Let's build a better country than that parasite ever could. Just like before, I'll stay in the background, doing what I can to support Gokuraku. Oh? Come with me. I want to show you something. Oh? Angry mob? Let's see. Huh? What's all this? Please let me in! He's here, right? Prince Gokuraku! I don't think any of y'all can run his face. He may be down, and I don't think y'all can run his face, though. Let's see. Please, I beg of you, let me see Prince Gokuraku. Okay, so never mind. So I was completely wrong then. I thought they would feel a little bit bitter because of all the stress, but now they actually feel guilty about being so mean to the guy. They hated him when he was the one trying to save their country. Okay, so really the context did fully spread, and they actually, a lot of their emotions did flip. Okay, let's see. I want to apologize for him for all the terrible things I said. He was fighting for us this whole time. I said so many horrible things. At least give him my letter. I want to throw myself at his feet and apologize. Let me tell him I'm sorry. Prince Gokuraku, I'm so sorry, Prince Gokuraku. Alright, dog, leave. Yeah, you ain't got no reason to stay here now. I mean, obviously, stay there to support your family, right? That'll be good to have. But especially with the whole idea of you can literally teleport in this universe through the mirrors. Leave a mirror here at Kagami. Have Gokuraku always travel around with one of the mirrors. As long as, even if as long as he's just traveling with KUMUGI, Ichi, and Descanaus, if he can't use the mirrors because it's magic tech, even though he's clearly using magic tech, you could very likely just shift one of the mirrors technically to be his and always have it locked on the Kagami. So if they ever do need him, they can contact him and he can go right back. So there are like so many ways that Gokuraku can return, and especially with there not really being any conflict he needs to resolve, because the whole, or at least a good chunk of the nation, this is not the entire nation, but a good chunk of people want to apologize to him. Clearly, he's in pretty good standing. Let's see. He wasn't and this hits extra interesting. So the eye marking things, that just seems to be part of their culture. Now that I'm looking at it, because he has it. Do any of the others have it? Actually, it's hard to tell. In fact, Richie's eye markings are different. She has round ones. He has triangle ones on the top of his eyes or the top right of his eyes. But then this guy, who is the man who almost offed himself once he got a bit of his sadness back, but now he feels relieved now that he can remember his wife and child. He has little triangle dots on the bottom parts of his eyes. So maybe that's a signifier for like royalty or something like that, or not royalty directly, but like maybe something to do with the royal lineage, like a servant of some sort. Let's see. He wasn't a traitor at all. He's all prince who loved our country more than anyone. You're the hero who saved Kagami. Gokuraku. Pal, buddy, amigo. Wrap it up. Wrap it up. You coming along, gay. You coming along. Let's see. The crowd started gathering 2 days ago. 2 days? Jeez. That's a lot of people. Do y'all not go home? Let's see. The crowd started gathering 2 days ago. It's only gotten bigger. They all want to apologize to you. Gokuraku, for 10 long years, I made you carry the full burden of our country. For that, I okay, but see, no. It's like, I mean, like, it is both Rich's fault, yet not Rich's fault. How is she supposed to know you don't hug the baby? Well, I mean, obviously, weird magical creature that speaks to you, don't hug it in magical universe. Like I can imagine, especially at her age, I can imagine the sheer terror I would feel if, and we'll even stick with what it is. Like, I probably, that age, I wouldn't know what a tapir is, right? I really wouldn't have any clue. But even if I saw one, or thought it was a pig, I still wouldn't stay near. I would have run. So I'm less inquisitive than Richie. But then again, I'm just a big scaredy cat. But I don't think it's her fault. She was a child. She was manipulated by presumably some sort of higher level magical being when she was at the lowest point of her life. So Richie, it's not entirely your fault, even if it is that. But yeah, I feel bad for her. She really did go through it. And she didn't even realize why she was going through it. All because she really got literally pro-played at the worst point of her life. What's it? For that, English! Pencil, please! For that, I sincerely apologize. Thanks to you, we can now get back on our feet. None of us can ever thank you enough. But at least, let me put it into put it in words this once. What was that? But you saved us. You saved our country. Thank you. Oh, she's crying. Stop it. Yo, why do I care? Yo, a friend of mine asked me, because I was trying to put him on peak. I was trying to put him on peak. I was like, read Ichi the Witch, read Ichi the Witch, read Ichi the Witch. And like they caught up, and they're like, they really, really like it. Then they were like, Pencil, why do you like it so much? and I was legit breaking it down. I was like, everything is above average. Is it some of the peaks of anything? Not necessarily. I'd say a manga like Sakamoto's is better action. I'd say mangaka like, I don't know though. I don't know. Nishi Sensei is it yeah, oh no. Uzaki Sensei, their art is actually kind of like low key, they do kind of stand unrivaled. Like the art, it's not carrying, but it definitely is a main contributor to why I love Sakamoto so much. Or not Sakamoto, Lord. Ichi the Witch so much. So like that you may have my number there. You may have my number there on that one. I do actually really love Ichi the Witch because of its art and its art quality, which is very unique to it and Uzaki Sensei's work. But technically, still, it's not the best. It's not the best because greater mangaka exists. But even that, like, I don't who. Especially out of the series I review, I think Ichi the Witch just does have the best art, like on a weekly basis. Even clearing Nakaba, like Nakaba Suzuki Sensei is the other mangaka where I'm like, whoa, this art is gorgeous on like every single level. But Ichi the Witch is just different from the pattern work to the character design. I like everything. So Ichi the Witch just kind of just peaked there, and I love the characters. I don't know, and notably, I think the reason they asked me that is because they know like I like a little bit of darkness. I'm like, why do I love Itadori so much? Because that boy goes through it. And so far, Ichi the Witch. Well, I said his full title, but Ichi hasn't necessarily gone through it. That I can sense that he's gonna go through it. I can say like I have so much faith in this narrative based on what's done so far, and I'm very excited to see where it's going to go. So I think that's why I'm so like, if I'm putting stocks in anything, in like 5 years down the line, or even I forget how long it took for JJK to blow up and get its own anime and go crazy. I'm saying like 3 years down the line, we're like 150 chapters into Ichi. It's gonna be a banger, and so far it's been doing fine. I'm not like I don't want to say anything. Because whenever I get my hopes up, manga get canceled. But so far, there hasn't, at least it doesn't seem like Ichi the Witch is in danger of getting boom. The one I am worried about is Order of the Flame. I don't review it on the channel, but I do keep up with Order of the Flame. But that's all, like, it's so far at the bottom most of the time, even when new chapters drop on Sunday. I have to, like, hit see more on Viz in order to see that. And it's very early on in its infancy. Hasn't got anything else. I fear for that mangaka because their last manga got canceled. They were the alternate version of Red Riding Hood, where the Little Red Riding Hood could transform. Like that was a manga I was actually very interested in, but that got canceled. And I'm worried for Order of the Flame for the same reason. But I hope it does well as well. But for something like this, I just can't just cook it. It's gotta cook it. Overall, seemingly. I've never had to worry about finding it. It's always one of the top manga. And at least every time someone mentions the rankings, they're like, each of the witches at the bottom. So I'm hoping it just stays fine, keeps going, and just keeps getting better. Because so far, each bit of progression has only made the story better, more interesting, more well developed. The characters keep getting better and better. Like, I just have faith. I have absolute faith in Masamu Nishi Sensei and Shiro Usazaki Sensei as both artist and writer with this manga. Heavy. That's what I meant to do. I'll do it for next review. In fact, I've put so much faith in Ichi the Witch that from next review on, I'm doing a triple review this time, so I won't pre-draw for this one. I'm gonna start pre-drawing for Ichi the Witch. I'm gonna start pre-drawing for Ichi the Witch and Kagurabachi. 2 weekly shonen manga. I only usually do pre-draws for Blue Lock, but both Ichi the Witch and Kagurabachi, since I've been reviewing them, have been so consistent in their quality that they may have to start getting pre-drawn on. So that's how you know it's serious. Let's see. You saved this country. Thank you. You are the pride of Kagami. Gokuraku. Oh, yo, I'm not crying on camera, dog. You can't make me. You can't make me. Let's see. Gokuraku's like, oh, am I like legally mandated to leave now? Let's see. Oh, but I love it. He goes from shock to like a happy acceptance. Thanks. Besides, you never deserved any of the blame. Not when I... Whoa, see, this is why it's me, Bridget. This is not your fault. This is not your fault. You were gaslit as a child. That's not your fault. Let's see. It's just, you were not even gaslit, like literally magically manipulated. That's not your fault. Let's see. Besides, you never deserved any of the blame. Not when I let Bakugami in the first place. I was the one who nearly destroyed our country. Elder sister, no, it's not. And I agree. I fully agree with Gokuraku. It's not her fault. It's not. And like, then again, I'm not sure. There is an Ichi the Witch Reddit, so I may have to just start diving into that to see what the opinions of the community are. With how I think it is still a relatively small community, but that typically is how it starts with manga. But I haven't even seen anyone really blame Richard, because everyone knows, like when you're a kid, even as adults, you are able to be manipulated pretty easily. People get gaslight, gatekept, and girl bossed all the time. Think of every single cheating story ever. That was someone being manipulated, one way or another. So, like, as a child, especially if there's the loss of your mother, yeah, you'd be pretty susceptible to a magic animal thing that suddenly takes away all your pain. Let's see. Elder sister, no, it's not. That's why I have to be queen. Oh, okay. Once again, Richard. She's really trying to be like, I'm going to sneak into this man's top 5. I don't think she has to sneak. Well, actually, I really like Aurora. I may have to kick KUMUGI out the top 5 for now. Hold on. Let's see. That's why I have to be queen. Even if our people hate me and criticize me like they did you, I'm going to stay strong and live my life. I'm prepared to shoulder this country. You already carried that burden for more than long enough. Set it down I'm not going to bind you to this country any longer. Yeah, okay, so so twofold things here. One, we're just standing on business, being like, you need to, no, and she's not even saying you need to leave. She's just like, gang, you've been doing how much for how long, thanklessly. And I couldn't do anything to help you. I am now in my right mind. I am now no longer being gaslit by the little mystical magical long-nosed pig. I'm good. I'm gonna pay my debts. I'm assuming she's probably will literally give him the option, like, if you want to stay here, do you. But if you don't, feel free. Essentially she's saying, do not be bound by the guilt that bounds you to this nation and me for the past decade. We will all, and I'm assuming she's literally going to say something along the lines of, we will always be family. I will always be here. You can always return back to me. But do not be bound to me. And it's clear, I think she can tell. Because, hey, as we know, she knows her brother. She can tell that even if he did want to leave, there's going to be a piece of him that says, no, I'm like, this is my nation. I have to be here. I have to do this for them. Like he is inextricably, not even inextricably, he's just literally bound to the nation. And I think this is her effort to be like, you are free. I know you've been on this path for so long. Longer than you haven't. Realistically, Gokuraku wasn't 10. I don't think he was. In fact, I'm not even sure how old these characters are, now I think about it. But Gokuraku wasn't like a baby, but he wasn't anywhere near a full grown adult. He wasn't a teenager. So from his youth all the way into now, presumably his near or at adulthood, this has been his burden. So it's all he's been able to define himself as. But now he has a chance to be free and redefine himself. And she wants to help him realize that. And once again, that's why it reminds me so much of like my older female family members. I still remember having a talk with a cousin of mine, and she asked me, Pencil, what do you want to be? And I just gave her an answer. I was like, oh, I want to be this, that, and the third, like my profession. And she's like, why do you want to be that? And I was like, food on the table. And she's like, okay, is there any other reason you could tell me? And then she went down like a whole rabbit hole of like all the different reasons behind it, everything. And the main thing she wanted to know at the end of all of it, she went back to the first question. Pencil, what do you want to be? And the answer ended up changing to not just my profession. I want to be happy. I want to enjoy my life. She's like, do you think you'll be able to do that? Doing what you're going to do for as long as you will have to do it, as far as you understand it. And I looked at her at the time, and so this point today, I'm like, yeah, I think it will be. And she's like, okay. so it really, and I'm not saying older male family members can't do that too, but I think it is different. Like, and I do consider that one older cousin of mine basically my older sister. So that's maybe that's why like my heart is going out. I'm feeling such strong parallels here. Let's see. Gokuraku, listen, you're free. Free? You can tell it never even hit him, right? Like even with everything being fixed, it never really hit him that this could actually be the case. Like, wait, what? Yes, free. Look, no one's afraid of you. No one hates you. No one's carrying any grudge. I do think that's a little bit disinteresting, but understandably so. The context, it's been explained to the point where I can understand why no one's really mad at him, or at least no one here. Who knows? Maybe there are some people mad at him. And also, we do kind of need to just move on from this arc, right? Like, this arc is kind of in the wind down, so I get why we need to move on. But and they're definitely, I wouldn't be shocked if there's some sort of character conflict born of this later. Whether it be in Rich's case, like you said, people may hate her for what she did, because they may take all that hatred they once held for Gokuraku and then redirect it towards her. But at the same time, there could be people who still really, really like the Bakugami lifestyle and would have never, even with the positive memories that came back, didn't even want the happiness that came back. Like, there could be people who feel that way, and that could come and haunt Gokuraku later in the narrative. So that is perfectly fine. Right now, our people only want one thing for you. They want you to, see, this is like, it's in my heart. They want you to be happy. And that is the truth. That is the truth, man. And once again, this art is just so fun. I gotta stop lazy. Let's see. As you love and want the best for our family and our country, we all love and want the best for you too. You can do whatever you choose. Yep. See, there we go. She very specifically gives him the freedom. Do whatever. If that's staying here, if that's leaving, whatever. You're essentially the weight that he once chained around his neck is now unclasped. He can choose to put the clasp back on, right? Like, he can choose to bind himself to the country, or he can choose to be free. he can choose to be free. And oh, the father, man, like, and I can't imagine his guilt. The poor, does he have a name? I'm not even sure if he has a name, but former king of Kagami. Like, oh man, that would eat away at me for like the rest of my days. for my own son, And I don't have kids. I don't have kids. As far as I know, I don't have kids. But I can't even imagine like forgetting or doing anything to, like, any of the babies that I was like either partially responsible for raising into what they are now, like adults or even young adults or teenagers, stuff like that, or even just older kids. Like if my entire dynamic shifted from them, I completely abandoned them in comparison to what I do for them now. And I like, if 10 years later I realized what I was doing, then I'd be just as lost. But this is his actual child that he neglected, essentially threw in a cage and disregarded for 10 years. Yeah, the guilt's gotta go crazy. Let's see. Push. Up, there we go. Yep, there it is. If you want to stay, that's fine. But think it over. What does your heart want to do? Live for yourself now. You don't have to swallow your feelings anymore. Gokuraku. I just don't be. Your Honor. Ref, it's 2 peak. Ref, it's 2 peak. Ref, can we turn the peak down? Can we turn the peak down? Can we turn the fantastic character writing down? I'm kidding. But still. Man, this is hitting. No, this is hitting. And notably, there was some lists. It was just random lists on TikTok. But Ichi the Witch was listed in like top 5, top 10 new gen manga. And I was like, oh, we're back. But then again, I would say we are in a new gen. I'd say like JJK is the last of the old new gen, but something like Ichi the Witch, Kagurabachi, Shinobi Undercover, like we are in a new gen era with big heavy hitters like MHA and JJK, and what else just recently ended? But with a whole bunch of stuff ending, I'd say like Sakamoto Days is probably like the start of the new gen, and then everything that came after, well, let's Sakamoto Days come out relative to, but essentially with a lot of heavy hitters ending, I think we are in a new gen, and seeing Ichi be recognized as part of that. More. Let's see. Look at my baby boy. He's so happy. He's like, huh? Goku? I would hit a Goku impression, but I can't do it. I don't know why. Let's see. Ichan, listen. After a decade, I finally got to punch Bakugami in the face. It's the first thing he has to clarify. Mission accomplished. Let's see. Elder sister and all her people got their emotions back. I'm sure it'll be rough for them for a while. I should stay here, live together with my father and my elder sister, and help them guide our country's future. Aww. At least... Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I knew it. Yeah, come on. Like, there's no way he was going. At least, that's what I thought I should do. I really did. But, the one emotion my heart is screaming at me. But, right now, I want to do something for you. Aww. I mean, that's not... I mean... And I now notably this is coming from I'd say I'm much more former people pleaser now. I've definitely grown a lot more independent in both funny and non-funny ways. I've grown a lot more just separate than what I once was in terms of like people pleasing and determination and making sure everyone else is happy before myself. But I always worry for people like Gokuraku who define themselves by what they can do for others. I mean, like, if that is the core of your soul, if that's what brings you true happiness, then do it. I think I do that. I think I scratch that old itch through content creation. Because I know whether it's 1 person, 2 person, 3 person, 4, how many people enter my store, quote unquote. I'm not sure what the analogy would be here. But I know my content doesn't just make me happy. I love the gap, if you couldn't tell. But I know it makes other people happy. And I always feel bad whenever people ask, hey, Pencil, where's this? Where's that? Where's this? Because I'm like, man, I want to provide that for you. The fact that you're asking, the fact that you've probably, like, notably, I try to avoid the chapters because I try to do live reactions soon. But the fact that you guys read the chapters and are like, I need to know what Pencil Man thinks about it, or I need to see Pencil Man, or even the people who just like to listen to it because I voice acted the stuff in between all the yapping, or like if they could get a spliced version of me just reading all the characters' voices for them, so you can essentially get a voice acted manga. Even that's fine. Like, I love that, and that is where I get my people pleasing. I get that part of me that still exists inside me fulfilled. But like Gokuraku, man, you gotta do something for yourself. But if traveling with Ichi, technically traveling with Ichi is something for himself. He wants to feel what he felt there. He wants to do something for him. If that's the case of traveling with him, that's it. I'd want to help you. Yeah, he wants to help him. It's that whole idea of choosing to serve before, instead of being forced to serve. And Gokuraku always chose to serve, but obviously it was a choice in heavy quotation marks. But now this is a genuine choice. Let's see. And I know this is going to sound dumb after I insisted I was staying, but use me as much as you need, Ichi. Oh, he said his actual name, not Ichi. Ichi. Ichi gonna be like, gang! Oh, and I like that so much. Ichi's right arm is broken, and Gokuraku's right arm is gone, so they have to shake with their lefts. Oh, that's sweet. Oh, that's sweet. Let's see. Ichi. Oh, look at my son. He's so happy. He's all like, look at him cheesing. Look at him cheesing. Oh, my heart, bro. My heart. My heart. I know a lot of people have Rudo above Ichi, and by a lot of people, I mean most people, because they don't know who Ichi is. But still, I love Ichi, dog. I love you. And I myself will have Rudo above Ichi. I don't know. I need to think about it. I need to, like, I'm gonna have to rank like the new gen and protagonists. Like, do I have to think of a top 5? I guess it'd be like Sakamoto, Ichi, Rudo, Percival. I need a 5th. Oh, who would be the 5th in this scenario? Who am I missing? Who am I actually missing? I don't know. Let's see. Oh, okay. So this is the prophecy, I think. Oh, his hand is shaking. He's shaking. He's so happy. And he probably also stole it. Travel to the joyous land of Bakugami, and acquire the magic which slumbers there. Do so, and you shall receive a stalwart companion who will fight beside you. Oh, and my boy Ichi, he got dumb amps. He got 2 magics this trip. Very, very good for him. Very, very good for him. Oh, I'm so happy. So let's hop right into chapter 42. Ugh! Ah, this is beauty. This is beauty. I can keep going. Let's see. Ichi the Witch, 46. And I'll admit, I know multi reviews are super duper long, and I know some of y'all may have to like sit down, listen to a portion of them, and then chunk through or leap through. But I actually like multi reviews because I can just keep going. Because sometimes the weight does hurt your boy. I'm like, gosh darn it, I need it to be a week in the future, but I don't want to burn through my lifespan. But still, let's see. Okay, we're following Bakugami. Hold on. Chapter 42nd Hunt. Chapter 42 Awareness. Obviously, let me just hit it for. Yeah, last shadow. Fantastic character writing, fantastic character work, fantastic artwork. Like, come on, man. Obviously, it's worthy. Each of the witches speak. Let's see. When I first manifested in this world, I knew 2 things right away. 1, that I was a magic who could bring both joy and sorrow to humanity. And 2. But you know what? Interesting. I mean, obviously, he is the joyous sorrow magic, but he knew that he could actually just be a nice guy, but still decided to be evil. But then again, human hater magic and all. Let's see. And 2, that there was nothing in this world more beautiful than sorrow. But that's very... Because now that not now. We've known that all magics they are sentient creatures, right? And we go back to this idea of manifestation. That's why we're fighting God. I'm telling you, we are ending this manga like a traditional JRPG. We're ending it. That's spoilers, but there are many manga out there or many JRPGs out there. You're fighting some god, and we're doing the same thing. Ichi the Witch. I almost want to put money on it. I'll do. You know what? I have the perfect thing. If Ichi the Witch, once again hoping it doesn't get canceled, everything goes smooth and buttery. If we get to Ichi the Witch and we don't fight whoever creates magics, I will do the Bean Boozle challenge. And like eat hot sauce with it. I don't know, something. Well, we'll make it extra fancy. Because of this idea of manifestation. When I first manifested in this world, where did you manifest from? Who created you, gang? Why did you know you were the joy? Like, because they aren't birthed. They don't have parents. Something creates them and throws them into the planet. We're fighting that thing. Whatever does it, we're fighting it. I'm telling you. The World Hater Magic is not the final antagonist. I'm telling you. I feel it in my bones. Let's see. And 2, there was nothing in the world more beautiful than sorrow. That glorious sight was woven from limitless pain and sadness. It was nothing short of the perfect tragedy. But what shocked me the most... But you know what? This is very interesting. I guess because it's in his nature, once again, joyous sorrow, but very interesting that it finds pleasure in this, and a very sentient pleasure. It's hard to describe the difference between instinct and thought. Especially if you go with the idea that free will isn't a thing. If you believe every single action can be rationalized and predicted by simply knowing enough information, and ultimately free will is but a construct we make for ourselves to make ourselves feel better and to give some sort of value to our individual lives. In the grand scheme of the universe, we are all meaningless, as 1,000 years from now, heck, possibly even 100 years from now, none of us will be remembered and or alive. Right? Like going super nihilistic about it all and just being super pessimistic and really like sad about free will as a concept. Going to the idea of instinct and free will are separated essentially by like this much in terms of everything. But this is very clearly the joyous sorrow magic, finding joy, finding pleasure, finding it like you don't like. I'm not sure when a lion kills a gazelle to eat it to survive, that's something glorious for it. I don't think it's, and like, as much as I do love some glorious meal, some glorious food, when my big old tummy starts all rumbling for me to fill my belly up because I'm hungry, I'm not thinking that it's glorious that my body told me that and I go find something to eat. Whenever, like, the way the World Hater Magic, or not, the way the Bakugami or the Joyous Sorrow Magic talks about this is like how I feel about Ichi the Witch. It talks about it like it's art. This is beyond any sort of matter of instinct. It's a conscious, sentient being. And I think that it came into the world with this sentient want for malice. If anything, I thought it would be contextualized that some of the World Hater Magics had like specific reasons. Or the anti-people magics, whatever they're called. I forget right now. But I thought there'd be like reason. No, he just spawned in like this. He just like, yeah, I just really love seeing suffering. So that is the case. I want to know why. Why were you created this way? But what shocked me the most, I will admit, he do look mad majestic, or it looked mad majestic. We don't actually know this thing's gender, if it has one. I mean, it looks male-ish, but you never know. And very interesting, it did look at him, seemingly. It did acknowledge the Bakugami, at least slightly, locked eyes. Let's see. Interesting that he got a smell of it too, though. From this range, like where is the World Hater relative to this? I'm assuming he's up here at the peak of the spire, and Bakugami's all the way down here. It looks like he could fly back in then too, or maybe this is him falling from the sky still. Let's see. Busted immediately. Oh, and the eyes opened up. Okay. Was that God was there, and they saw me. Interesting, right? So, and going back to the whole idea of instinct versus thought, sentience versus non-sentience, and desire and admiration versus need and requirement. It's clear why the Bakugami views the World Hater as some sort of deity, considering they're able to cause, seemingly at this point, the apex of sorrow, the apex of sadness. But, relatively speaking, I do not believe the World Hater is even of that level. I think it's doing this because it's a magic, and that's its purpose, like everything else. And that's goes into the idea of how much, like, how do I get real deep into this without getting too deep into this? I want kids. Reference. We're gonna get into it right now. I want kids, preferably if the woman, if I'm lucky enough to get married, if my wife can have 4 kids, that's fantastic. I want to fully rationalize that as me, Pencil Man, the individual, having experienced growing up and living with kids and taking care of kids and being like, I want to bring them into the world because I appreciate that. And I want to spread the joyous experience of life everywhere else. But realistically, what difference is that than just a higher level rationalization of my base instinctual purpose to perpetuate my species? Right? It is my instinct to want kids. It is my instinct to create more human life, because human life's whole goal, or life itself, its goal is to not end. That's just an instinctual need that I'm prettying up. I want 4 kids to propagate 4 more humans so they can propagate 4 more humans. Like, that's the instinctual reason for me wanting kids. And that's the base level of it. But I can pretty it up all I want, but it always goes back to that, right? Same thing here. Ultimately, however, but then again, I was born of humans. There's like a direct lineal pathage to me, and we can follow evolution, stuff like that. In this universe, though, going back to why I'm even bringing this up, I think the World Hater is simply following what is right to them. Even if they do take some sort of pleasure in this, though it's hard to tell. The World Hater has yet to smile, as far as I remember, outside of that one instance when Ichi stabbed him in the neck. But just like with the Joy Star Magic and with the World Hater Magic, I do genuinely wonder, hey, how much of this is them actually taking pleasure in what they're doing, or is it just a higher level rationalization of their base instincts? and who gave them said instincts. Who made the world hater what it is? Because I don't think the world hater created itself. That's my main thing. That's why I'm so convinced we're gonna fight some sort of god. But wait, did our eyes just meet? I swear they did. I know it. My god saw. And see, like, how do you know that? If you were truly just born, when you were first manifested, was there a before place you came from? How did you even know that what the world hater was? Like, where did you get this information from? Obviously, you're born with the information of your trial, but like, I have no idea how they function. And that seems to be such an interesting and integral part of the world that we're gonna have to explore it. And with, obviously, this guy being very knowledgeable, and us having Uro, the King Magic, who's been around since time immemorial, seemingly, I feel like we're going to slowly learn more and more and more about how magics function. And, like, their origins, like that. Like, we have to. Let's see. In that instant, I knew it was destiny that I'd manifested right there and then. One day, I would stand by the side of my god and drown the world in sorrow. They had summoned me. I was the chosen one. And I don't think that's the case. I don't think that's the case. But I do think whatever created the Joy Sorrow Magic, and presumably the World Hater Magic, did purposefully spawn the Joy Sorrow Magic here with this level of intelligence, this level of devotion, these types of abilities, in order to see the World Hater Magic and develop those feelings. Like, that's the thing. I feel like the placement of magics and stuff like that, and their instincts and ambitions are manufactured. I don't think they're entirely organic, which is very interesting to wrap my head around. I don't know. There's so much in the air. Let's see. I was the chosen one. And I think even he knows that's not true. I promptly started gathering my strength. I found a country in need and convinced its dumb citizens to feed me their sorrow. Slowly, inexorably, I prepared my humble offering of despair. It was nearly ready. But then, why did it have to turn out like this? Oh, Ichi's here. Everyone else, we have Uruashi, Inazori, Urigumo, and Uro. And Ichi's like, gang, what is happening? Why am I here? But I guess Ichi's healed up, unless he maybe, because this is a magic circle, right? Maybe he fully heals every time he goes inside there. Wait, oh no, that's the thing I made, because it rarely let's create at the same time. I made Uro's voice very similar to the World Hater Magic's, or to the Joyous Sorrow Magic's voice. Hold on, before I hit this Uro voice, because it's even more grating on my throat. Let me grab my agua real quick. Where did I place it? I don't know why I do this. I always place the agua so far away from the desk, even when I know I'm about to record. Hold on. Let me take a quick ippy sippy. Sorry for the little ASMR. Let me hit it. Two peat. There we go. All right, let's see. Do something. Earl's like, gang, please. He has yet to shut up. It has been days since you summoned this man into this place, and I'm getting sick and tired of him. Let's see. Do something. Ichi's magic circle. No, they're all so tiny and so adorable. But actually, very interesting. I thought he would have been forced, if not forced, I thought he would be reduced back to this form, back to his more animalistic state. But he's actually still in his more humanoid form. Even Uro has been chipified, essentially. Just like Uruashi, just like Urigumo, just like Inazori. But notably, he's still in his, like, full regular state. And that, once again, does make me wonder, how big were you? Was he, like, massive? Like, I'm not sure how big he is compared to these mountains, but, like, you started off so small when you first pulled up to Bakugami, or pulled up to Kagami to take it over. Was the little you always inside? Like, is this what you always were supposed to look like? If so, why did you manifest like this? Did you make the human form based off of his appearance? Like, I have no idea how this thing works. But like, he started wailing the minute he popped in here, and he hasn't stopped since. Lord World Hater, I'm so sorry! Right? Oh no, wait, this Inazuri. He actually gets to speak. I'm so glad the other mods are actually getting to have some character. Hold on. Right? It sucks. Can't get any sleep. Oh, like a stalker? No, I just physically can't. Me too, Orochi, me too. Being stuck rooming with that is way too much. Oh, thank you, Origumo. I do like that they all admit, like, they're chilling. Do they sleep? Have they seen magics? I don't think, like, what do they do? Nothing, they're just chilling. Do they just wait to be summoned? I don't know, man. Let's see. Wow, they all hate you. even Ichi's like, gang, I thought you had at least one. I got like 5 people here. What do you mean every single, or no, I got 4 people here. What do you mean every single one of them doesn't like you? Let's see. Doesn't it listen to you, Uro? He's like, gang, ain't you the king, Manga? If you don't take care of this, do it. Let's see. No, you're taking enough. Very interesting. So, Uro does seem to be genuinely nerfed while he's inside Ichi's magic circle. Circle. Because I bet he could body slam. Like, in the power slam perspective, he would likely violate the Joyous Saruman, especially now that he's so weak. He really can't even defend himself. But I'm assuming due to the laws of Ichi's magic circle, and just magic circles in general, the Magics aren't actually allowed to fight. So, the subjugation that Uro earned before was simply because respect of his title, King Magic. But I'm guessing the Joyous Sorrow Magic, the Bakugami's like, I don't care. Man, you don't have enough tip. Let's see. I listen to World Lord Hater and no one else. How dare you go around calling yourself the King Magic? Well, did he choose that title? Or was that title bestowed upon him? He has a very kingly motif, so I wouldn't be shocked if people just called him the King Magic. Let's see. How dare you calling yourself the King Magic? We already have a God Magic, the Lord World Hater. But see, how's he both a god and a lord? A lord god? You gotta pick one. And once again, do these titles come from the Magics themselves and they tell people? Or do the humans give the designations? Because at least the way that the World Hater has been described before, it looked like the humans gave him the designation of World Hater, the God Magic. But you refer to him as that too. So I'm not sure, once again, the overlap. Ichithewitch has such an interestingly functional universe, and I'm genuinely interested to learn how it works more. I do actually hope we get to see more of the Anti Witch Association and like some of it functioning. I know Ichi's not going to go to school there, but still. Oh, it's a more lore. Let's see. We already have a God Magic, the Lord World Hater. What? Do you somehow think you're world's number 2? Presumptuous much? Uro, where did you get that drink? What is it made out of? And why does it actually look very good? Only one Magic deserves to stand at Lord World Hater's side as the world's number 2 Magic, and that's me! I don't know, gang. You took how long to become a half-decent threat to get beat by who? A guy who's been a witch for like a month. And a guy who punches real hard. Took you 10 years. You lost all that. Didn't do any permanent damage to either of them anyway. I know Gokuraku's getting that arm back. Buddy. Uro high diff Deskros. Like notably, if Ichi didn't show up when he did, it actually did seem feasible low-key. The Deskros could have maybe actually lost to Uro eventually. Because she was like running low on stamina and energy when we saw the end of that fight all the way back in chapter 1. I don't know. I don't think you deserve to stand at number 2. You're kind of Buns. You're kind of Batman, bro. And notably, I do love Batman. But I mean, like, you kind of are a prep time merchant, Buckaroo. I don't think you can really stand at number 2. I think that's why Uro's slurping in your face right now. Let's see. Speaking of slurping in your face. Get your ego under control, Uro. If that ain't the pot calling the kettle black, but let's see. Oh, when someone goes nuts, they seriously don't fear anything. Right? Talk about asking for trouble. So can Uro beat him down? Like, what is the rule? Like, and why is Uro still in that weird Chuyify form? If you don't beat the taste out of this man, let's see. Would you at least get it mad at the right guy? Jeez, he's the one you hate most, not me, remember? Uro's like, redirect your anger towards this tiny man. He's not even a man yet. He's 15. Please, just get mad at him. Please. Enough yelling at me. Let's see. Huh? Ichi. And I love how Ichi's like, gang, I do not have time for this. he's like, bro, Chacho, if you don't shut up, sit down, and get to work. But then again, I'm not sure how Ichi's gonna use his powers. Considering they are so prep time reliant, I have no idea what kind of use Bakugami will serve Ichi. I have no clue. Let's see. Ichi the witch, this is all your fault. Don't go thinking you control me now, because you don't. It was only a fluke that you acquired me. A fluke! Now that I'm stuck here, I'm going to undermine everything you do until I finally have the chance to kill you. Then I'll be free again, and this time, I'll make sure to drown all of humanity in a tidal wave of utter despair. I mean, that sounds crazy, dog, but like, I'm assuming there's gonna be records kept of you. Unless you start changing your physical form, I don't think anyone's gonna hug you ever again, bro. Like, to quote Ichi himself, no one is gonna ever hug you, bro. We know the game. You caught us. You schmixed us on the first run. You have to go like the other side of the planet, maybe, because this is an older time period, to maybe get away with that, dog. I don't think you're doing it. Let's see. Okay. Then the next time I see the World Hater Magic, the first thing I'll do is throw you in their face. Ichi? Ichi? Huh? I could amp you with Ururo, too. Either way, I'm attacking with you first. Bro really said, you want to meet him that badly? You want to meet him that badly? You know what? If I was Ichi, I wouldn't even amp with Ururo. I just throw him out. Because once again, I don't know what his ability will be. Obviously, we know the Origuma had a very unique application of their ability with the Spider Silk. And we know Inazori just allows him to manipulate lightning, Urashi allows the creation of ice, and Uro amps. But for Joyous Sorrow, for Bakugami, I have no idea what his ability will be. So it'd be hilarious if he just throws the pig out, and like someone needs to hug the pig, or tapir, sorry, I keep calling it a pig. But if someone needs to hug the tapir, so he just throws the tapir at the World Hater and be like, hey, how do you feel about this thing? And then he lets the World Hater erase that one. But then again, we've seen Descanosa's Montrix get erased by the World Hater, and Gokanda's still... Gokanda is still fine. We saw Gokanda get used just fine later, as if it didn't get warped. So, obviously, I believe once a magic is captured by a witch, it's been established that they can die or be destroyed as many times as possible. They'll essentially be de-summoned. It's like a Pokemon fainting. They won't actually die. It's not a Nuzlocke. Let's see. Either way, I'm attacking with you first. Attack Lord World Hater. Me? Yes, you. No way! You wouldn't! I can. Oh, wait, Ichi. Ichi, back up. Why is he aura farming on me right now? Yo, Ichi. I'm a fan, bro. You don't need to aura farm on me. What is happening? Hold on. I can. And I will. Because I am your master. Oh, he even fell back. With those ugly feet, bro. Let's see. It was Gokuraku who won the hunt. But I acquired you. I'm honor-bound to watch you in his stead and ensure that you behave. So listen well. Don't whine and annoy the other Magics. Don't undermine my hunts, and obey all my orders. Those are my only 3 rules. Get up to trouble and break them, and I'll use you to attack the World Hater. Am I clear? Answer me. Ichi, my boy. Ichi, my boy. Okay, he's above Rudo. It didn't even take much. He's too goated. Yo, Osamu Nishi Sensei. Yo, turn the cookage up even more. If we're cooking this much, we're not even 50 chapters deep. No, not even 50 chapters deep. But he's talking that talk. He's like, dude, I ate you. You're in my belly. You obey me. Like, that is crazy. But, I mean, it's facts. It's facts. Like, what's he supposed to do? Ultimately, he has no power anymore. It truly is a Pokemon situation where you've been captured. Should have escaped the ball, little bro. Now obey my every order. Ichi truly is a Pokemon trainer who caught a mythical with all gym badges. It cannot disobey. Or else. So, man, yeah, he's cooked. Answer me. Yes, sir. He even made him bow. That's what I'm talking about. Good. Uh-oh, even all the other Magics are like, oh, wait, we didn't know the boss man could get that serious. Hold on. Hold on. We didn't realize it was this deep. I was like, he's even aura forming on the rest of that. Look at Inazuri and Urawashi, dog. You can't even see Origumo here. They're like, hey, boss. Hey, boss. We didn't do anything. Boss, please. That's my boy. That's my son right there. Ugh, scram. If you're done talking, get the heck out of here. What? Uro, you brought him here. I'm assuming you brought him here, dog. What's wrong? You don't like that he's a little too bossy now? Huh? Mr. King Magic? You don't like that, huh? It's too late now. It's too late now. Let's see. Oh, all the Oregon. All the Oregon. Except this panel looks mad or let's see. What was that? All of a sudden. Right? I went all cold. And that's crazy because considering they're in Ice Magic. Or the Hisame Magic. Let's see. Great. He came back from the hunt with something even worse than annoying Magic. And that is the awareness that he's in charge. Yeah, buddy! He's like... and you know, that actually is a really cool perk that he got. I didn't even think about that on like the character level. What did Ichi get from beyond like a new friend in Gokuraku and an understanding of family and stuff like that and the respect for it. But also, yeah, he now knows that he truly is Ichi the Witch. And all things that fall in his jurisdiction entirely, including wayward, mean, rude magics, such as this one. Oh, I like it. Let's see. Oh, once again, what's with these aura panels? Let's see. The lone mutt is finally starting to realize that he stands at the head of a pack now, and there's nothing more annoying for a magic than that sense of command. I have to snuff him out before he reaches his full potential. Darn feral nuisance. How are you gonna do that, though? Uro, you also still don't, as far as we know, unless Uro is really playing a super duper long con, which he may. Once again, we do not have enough information on Uro, or how magics function, or the upper limits of the magic circle, or what he could do in there. It may be why he resorted to getting Ichi to take care of the Joyous Sorrow magic. He was like, I don't really want to show my hand this soon. You deal with it. It's your magic, your problem. But I do genuinely wonder what kind of long game could Uro be playing, especially considering this is likely his first time actually being claimed by a witch. It doesn't seem like it would be possible for any witch to claim before, unless he knows in the past that he's been claimed before by another male witch. But I don't think that's going to be established. I think Ichi truly is the world's first male witch, and going to be the only one. If Gokuraku didn't end up claiming Bakugami, I really don't think we're going to see another male witch, which I think is good. I don't think there should be one, but still. Ah! I'm back! Huh? Back from what? I thought you were asleep. Poor Gokuraku's like, dude, I have no idea what's going on. Let's see. I was talking with my magics. Oh, and I made sure to put my foot down with Bakugami, too. Okay, so his name is just Yo, Teska, please. I never want to be a carpet so bad in my life, bro. I never want to be Yo, please let me be a carpet, bro. Please. Please. Yo. Full Metal Alchemist me right now. I want to be a carpet so bad, bro. I'm an hour... If this video gets above 300 views, I'll be shocked. And I'm an hour in. Ain't no one here to see me get this freaky. I'm trying to be her heels, spikes and all. And I'm not even in the feet. I mean, not to knock people who are in the feet, but like, I mean, they're neat. I use my feet all the time to like lift up stuff. Like my toes aren't that flexible, but like I'm currently lifting up my flip flop with gripping it in my toes. So like, I don't get me wrong, I respect feet. I'm not really into feet, but like. I'm not kidding. If you look like this guy's hit my line. I'd do anything for you. Let's see. Oh, and I made sure to put my foot down with Bakugami, too. I wonder how many times this guy's gonna do that. Or fine. So, let's see. Huh? Oh, thanks. Please. She drank. She has to be an adult. Let's see. Thanks. Sure. Your sister asked me to watch out for you after all. Oh, Richa. That's fantastic. Okay, so we're seeing them sending him off. Yeah, so this is the lead advisor. That's probably why he has one of the markings, too. And now I think about it. So Gokuraku has the markings under his eyes. Richa has the circles above her eyes. This guy has the markings under his eye. Or no. Over, under. He has the one triangle in the center of his head. Very interesting. I do wonder if there's going to be any meaning to those symbols. He apologizes. Is the king going to apologize? I'm assuming so. Oh, yeah, he just... Yeah. He really got a fraction of the screen time. But still, I love how he feels so guilty. And I love how he feels so bad. That's nice. That's very nice. Ichi, please look after Gokuraku for us. I'd ask the strongest witch in creation to do that. Let's see. On behalf of the people of Kagami, safe travels. We shall patiently await the return of our prince. You're all not gonna leave a mirror? I mean, y'all still may need him, just in case. You may need the whole squad. Like, you still want to at least have a mirror here. Let's see. Oh, he looks so happy to wave off. Oh. He looked happy to wave off, but now he looks depressed. What's up? Oh, I never want to jump. Please, leave me a rug right now. Rug no jutsu, please. Let me see. For as chipper as you looked when we left, do you look like death warmed over now? Huh? Motion sick? Well, then again, I think I'm just weird. Like, notably, it's funny what I'm weak to, yet what I'm resistant to. Like, if you didn't know, if you couldn't tell by how I consistently have the windows closed and I record, I'm allergic to pollen. Not badly allergic to the point where I rarely take my medicine now and I'm mostly fine, but back in the day, it was rough. And even earlier this year, pollen was absolutely beating the taste out of me. I don't know what happened. I was waking up like I was a kid again, like crusty eyes, red mouth, like just horrific. That's at a very low exposure. But I never really got motion sick, never got car sick, never got ocean sick, boat sick. Like none of that stuff happened to me. And I can sleep through a lot of stuff. I don't know. Very weirdly resistant body, but then just some random weaknesses that I don't fully understand why I have them. Let's see. Motion sick? No, it's not that. Poor KUMUGI, man. Didn't give us this arc. Let's see. So, yeah, it's great that I get to join you guys, and taking off on a journey is fun, but now I sit down and think about it. Aren't we going to the men? Oh, that's right! Oh, that's right! He wasn't just a wanted criminal in his own country. He was a wanted criminal in the... Oh, yeah. Yeah, Gokuraku, well, he's probably gonna be fine. But if Gokuraku, they may want to put you in jail, dog. They may want to arrest you, bro. Let's see. The Manzano Witches Association. Yeah. It's big and weird and interesting. Poor Ichi. He has no idea. It has lots of witches who introduce themselves in funny ways, too. How many witches do I think about has Ichi met? He's met Monogold. Obviously, he's met Descaras. He's met Komugi. Some of Komugi's fellow research assistants, which are led in the club by Shirobadana. And he's met Togais. I think that's it. He's only met 5 so far. 5 like new witches. But then again, I guess 5 is enough. That's a decent number of people. That's one whole hand. Let's see. And I really do hope we get to see the other witches. Oh, and he's also met some of the witches that run like the crafts and the artisans and the designers. So he actually has met a good chunk of people at the association. Yeah, and the association's full of lots and lots of witches who've had their magic acquisition trials completely derailed thanks to you. But just because if you don't have a problem with it, I highly doubt they can have a problem with it. Especially considering the prophecy magic doled it out, I don't think he's going to be in any real trouble. Let's see. Oh? Okay, but they're ore farming though. But still, it looks like, and I recognize those boots. It looks like these are just the main 3 we've seen already. I do want to, like, show us more. I want to actually explore the association a bit more. HQ is waiting for you. And they aren't happy. I mean, Togais looks mad, but Togais always looks mad. Monogold is actually smiling, but then again, I've seen that smile on people with authority before. It may be an angry smile, like a polite one. Shirobadana, though, she just looks interested. Why does she have claws? I don't get that. I don't get the eyes and the feet, unless those are also, like, can she see through these? And if so, who is she stepping on? And why is it not a friend of mine who really, really likes Shirobadana? Like, the way, if y'all think I'm freaking and geeking over Descaras, they saw Shirobadana and immediately texted me the image of her introduction. I was like, need that. And I was like, really? And they were like, really? And then they got to the color page where she was featured on, and they literally sent me another image like, she has purple hair too. Need that expeditiously. Where are the Shirobadana cosplayers? And I'm like, gang, the manga's not even 50 chapters long at this point. There are no Shirobadana cosplayers. But I say wait till the manga gets an anime. There will be Shirobadana cosplayers. Let's see. And they aren't happy. Welcome, Gokuraku Kagami. I believe you're on the association's dangerous persons list. Yeah, okay, a big smile. Yeah, so obviously that's the angry smile. I feel like we've all gotten those in life before. But let's say, luckily enough, I can hop right into chapter 40 Thrizzly. Oh, let me get another comment. And if solely last chapter, it gets worthiness for the Ichi ore farming and the Uro plotting mainly. Once again, I do love me some good character work, and I love building on the mystery of Magics. So yeah, last chapter's a banger too. I love the mystery of Magics and like how they function, where they come from, how they manifest their emotions, the idea of sentience versus instinct. Like there's so much interplay with Magics and the mystery behind them, and there's so much unknown about the interplay between witches, magic circles, and all that. Like there's so much unknown, despite what we do know. We know that they manifest. We know they're witches circles. We know all that, or magic circles. There's so much information out there that we have, but we can clarify none of it. And and I love that. I love being in that point in a manga where I'm like, I know so much yet so little. It's a weird place to be in, right? But I feel like I know so much about Ichi the Witch and its world building and its structure. Yeah, I know so little about Ichi the Witch and its world building and structure, and that's fantastic because it keeps me engaged. It keeps me engaged not just with like the series itself and its story and its character. Monocle, you smoke? I know a friend of mine is gonna be disappointed about that, but yes. I put multiple friends on Ichi the Witch. One of them really likes mono gold, but they mainly like the gold dripping. And they asked, how much money do you think that hat is made out of? And I was like, probably a lot. But with that being the case, let's see. Chapter 43, 43rd Hunt, Plenty. Now then, Gokuraku the Brutalizer, I have one question for you. Why are you here? Well, you summoned him, and also he wants to help Ichi. That's mainly it. Though, yeah, I don't think any of them. And I highly doubt any of their hunts, because I'm not sure. Shirobadana, does she have? I mean, presumably she does have Magics. But, like, which ones? I would actually like to see Shirobadana go on a hunt. Togais, we kind of know her limited pool, but her limited pool is entirely by choice. She still is actually just a very powerful mage. And Monocle, too. I wonder what her Magics are. Is this made? Because presumably her outfit is literally flowing melting gold. Is this just all of her own mana being used in this way? And if so, what Magics does she have access to? I'm very interested to see more of these two and their abilities. I'm assuming there's going to be some point later on in the future where the association gets attacked And we're gonna get to see these two fight. Especially with Monogold already kind of being foreshadowed to die somehow, some way. Just because she's already talking about like successors and stuff like that. Way back during the World Hater arc. Something will happen to this woman. So we're probably gonna see her throw hands eventually. Let's see. Why are you here? To make my apology. To make an apology and a declaration. Oh, okay. Okay, let's see. On multiple occasions, I interfered with and even outright disrupted Mantinel Witches Association Mantinel Witches Association operations. I hereby offer my sincerest apologies. Both Toga and Shirbadan are like, oh. Honestly, gang, we thought you were gonna fight back at least a little bit. I mean, if you admit to it, we just gotta boom you right now. No, I'm kidding. Like, obviously they're not gonna boom, but still. Let's see. It may have been out of ignorance as I looked for ways to save my country, but it doesn't excuse my behavior in any way. I'm prepared to accept whatever punishment you deem fit. You could even toss me in prison if you— Whoa, Gokuraku. Let him tickle your toes a little bit and say that's punishment. We don't want to throw you in prison. Let's see. You could even toss me in prison if you so choose. That is your apology. What is your declaration? And yeah, but that's the thing. It's only these. Oh, well, actually, are the other mirrors here? Actually, hold on. We're gonna go straight to the end of this preview. I actually do want to see if the other mirrors are there at the end. No, it's the mirror that Shirobadonna looks through, and I don't even see a mirror behind Togai's. So it's just these three holding trial. So yeah, I don't think he's in any actual trouble, because presumably they probably don't want to even expose that he's here too much, because there may actually be witches that would be angry at him. But this just seems to be like the leadership of the organization and their second strongest mage. That's what I presume Togai says. Maybe there's going to be introduced a mage that's stronger than Togai's, but with Deskros being confirmed the strongest, Monogold being the leader, and Shirobadonna being the analytic, aka the advisor to the leader, I'm assuming these are the top brass. And obviously Deskros already has her opinion on Gokuraku, and it's mostly fine with him, seemingly, despite what he's done in the past. So if all the top brass of the association are like, then I presume everyone else is going to have to be like, even if they don't want to be. Let's see. Though I do hope there may be some conflict. Once again, I always like character conflict rather than a lack of conflict, because I think character conflict makes stories interesting. Look, what is your declaration? Once I've served my sentence, I'm joining Ichi on his magic hunts. Oh, she twitched? Let's see. Magic hunts? I take it to mean you intend to continue your brutal behavior toward magics. I mean, that's all he can do. He can't. That we know for a fact he cannot capture them. At least he wasn't allowed to be or the Bakugami set it up so that he couldn't capture him. So maybe he could capture the magic, but I still don't think he should. I just want him to keep getting cybernetic upgrades or magic cybernetic upgrades. You intend to continue your brutal behavior towards magics. You're now fully aware of the ripple effect your vicious acts have had. You know that they impede association business and are the very reason that we declared you a dangerous person. Did you say you will continue your hunts? Cool, you stop freaking and geeking. It's not that deep. You'll be fine. But notably, as long as he's doing it alongside Ichi, that's fine. Like, sometimes you do need the extra muscle. And sometimes magics do be human hating. So maybe certain magic do be punched in the face. You never know. Like, don't knock it till you try it. But let's say. And obviously, if he's working with Ichi on the hunt, he will not only will the magic eventually be claimed because Ichi's there, a witch who can actually claim it, but also, what was the also? Oh, a witch will actually claim it. And also, he's not interrupting anybody else's hunts, because presumably if Ichi's sent on a mission to capture a magic, it's just Ichi in his mission with Deskros and stuff like that. So, he'll be fine. Let's see. You say you will continue your hunts with Ichi. Let's see. Yes. He's standing on business like, yeah, I did it. Actually, you know what? I like this for Gokuraku too. He's not being like, oh no, I didn't do it. He's not dancing around. He's like, yeah, I did it. And I'm gonna keep doing it. And I'm gonna keep doing it with my boy. I'm gonna take this fist and this other, well no, because his right arm is gone. He said, I'm gonna take this good fist. I'm gonna fix this other fist. And I'm gonna lodge it in another magic skull. He's like, I don't care how, where, what, why, when, whatever. I'm running a magic's fate as long as the magic exists. Let's see. Interesting. So while before they seemed actually kind of shocked that he was just immediately apologizing, they both twitch at like the determination and a little bit of the aura behind his declaration of, yeah, I'm still gonna blow magic's backs out. What you gonna do to stop me? Nothing. That's what I thought. No, let's see. I'll be blunt. Though Bakugami's threat has passed, I still can't get over my hatred for Majix. If I come across another one as nasty as Bakugami was, I just know that I want to punch it right in the face. But then again, he is saying, while he does have a general hatred for the species, which, don't be speciesist, he is saying only if they're as bad, or even if they're bad Majix, right? He's like, if they're attacking humans, if they're taking lives and stuff like that, I'm gonna boom them. And that is the reasonable response, right? Especially as long as he's alongside Ichi, who can actually claim the Majix. Booming bad Majix is kind of the Manga Witches Association's whole thing from what we've seen of it so far. So I don't even think they really should be too shocked about that. They technically go and boom Majix. Just based on how Togeist was fighting in that random innocent civilian town under the pretenses of the Kindake mushroom Majix and its thing, I very much believe that the Manga Witch Association and their strongest is not above collateral damage. They're not above it. They aren't saints in how they do battle and operate at all. So I don't think they can really give Gokuraku too much flack for brutalizing Majix, especially now that he'll be able to brutalize them if they're bad, and only if they're bad, and also he'll be able to brutalize them alongside someone who can actually benefit from it. Let's see. There it is. But from now on, before I do any punching, I'll consult with Ichi first. Which is hilarious, because I'm not sure how old Gokuraku is. Gokuraku does give me, he actually gives me straight full-on adult vibes. But just considering Ichi's 15, I do believe Gokuraku is maybe 17, maybe about to be 18. Let's see. But from now on, before I do any punching, I'll consult with Ichi first. Togeist opens her eyes like, Ichi? Dog, you actually may know more about Majix than he does. And Jibidon's like, Let's see. I owe him a debt of gratitude for saving my country and myself. I want to do something to repay him. This is it. From now on, I will use my strength for his sake. Oh, Gokuraku, you're so cool, man. Please don't go bald and or die. Two things I can't have. Gokuraku, you cannot lose that luscious head of hair, and you also cannot die, bro. Please, I'm begging you, please. Let's see. I will use my strength for his sake. I've said everything I wish to say. Oh, okay, so never mind. There are some mirrors here. There are some mirrors here that are observing the trial as well. Let's see. I've said everything I wish to say. The decision is in your hands. All I ask is that it's fair and just. Bro said, alright, I admit, did some terrible things. Jacked y'all up. I'm gonna be truthful with y'all. Here's the truth. Do what you will. He really is about the business, but he's like, yeah, may have fumbled your bag here and there. My fault, OG. My fault. But I got a boy now. We Gucci geek and we tight like that. Deuces. I respect the Gokuraku. And it is very unironically Sukuna coded. Where he's like, yeah, I did it. I don't really feel bad for it though. Let's keep it pushing. And he's like, I did it. We'll do again. Just with a homie. But let's see. You heard him. Do you think you can keep him under control? Ichi. I mean, probably Ichi can. He was going high dip for the bloodlust of Gokuraku. But, and that's when he wasn't even trying to really fight him properly. But still, that's sweet. Ichi's being like, yes! Yes, I can! Yes, please! Give me the tall Kagami man. What would you call him? A Kagamite? Would he be Kagamin? Kagamian? Because, I'm Nigerian. Which is obviously a spinoff of Nigeria. But obviously, Nigeria, you're just smacking it on the end. So I'm thinking, would you say Kagamin? Is he Kagamin? Because the nation's called Kagami. So he'd be Kagamin? Or would he be Kagamian? Because you can do either. You're going to tap the N on. Because the thing with Nigeria ends in an IA, so you just smack an N on. But for Kagami, it ends in an I. So would you slap the A-N on? Or you just slap the N on? Kagamin. But I don't think... I'm trying to think... But then again, it changes. Because, Chinese people aren't Chinan. Or... Yeah, they aren't Chinan. They're Chinese. And Japanese people are Japanese people. So, but then again, that's ending with an N. With an I, I'm not sure. I'm going to call him Kagamin. Kagamian? I think Kagamian may work better. Just because of Nigerian... Oh, but I don't know. But regardless, he's like, yes, give me the tall Kagamin royal family man. Let's see. Yes! And Kagami will keep me under control. Oh, no. Why is it Kagami? I'm still used to saying Kagami. Let's see. And KUMUGI will keep me under control. Huh? And she'll keep me under control, too. That's off! You're the adult in this situation. You're the baddest adult there is in this entire box. But you're the adult in this situation. What do you mean she'll keep you under control? Poor KUMUGI having a hard... Huh? What? She's like, both of you clear me drastically. Why are my responsible for your actions? Oh, this manga's perfect, dog. But that is hilarious. They're both like, yeah, we are both loose cannons. Let's see. No, you're the party leader. You're supposed to keep control. Thank you, Toe Guys. Thank you, Toe Guys, being like, we're not gonna let that one slide. This is your team. You found this bum. You take care of it. I offered to switch with you. You said no. What are you talking about? Let's see. Why are you acting surprised? This Toe Guys looks so insulted. No, you take responsibility. Why would I do that? Was it say, oh, tangent? Oh yeah, no, that's sheer about being like, ooh, tangent. but you can tell Descross isn't really going to give it responsibility. She's just messing around here. Because I think even she knows it's not really that deep. It's not really that serious. But at the same time, I do like seeing the dynamic between Descross and Toe Guys. I've actually read some good fics. Because I forget, I was supposed to mention that a while ago. There actually is ichithewitch fanfic on AO3. Yeah, I've read it. Yeah, I'm going to keep reading it. Okay, I can't get my fix 7 days a week. Ichi's not dropping daily. I gotta get my fix somehow. Let's see. Ahem. Back on topic. I've heard your opinions. Next, I would like to hear hers. Who's this? Who's this? Descross. Oh, I would give to be told. Why is she drawn like this? Why is she drawn like this? But oh, I would give to be told this right now. Please, Descross. Just one chance. Let's see. Oh, this is the Wand and Tools part. Love Joe. Did we learn her name before? Let's see. This is one of the people Ichi had met. What voice do I give this woman? Hold on. Let me think. This is the issue. I have like 3 female voices and they all sound the same. Sorry for the ASMR. I'm thinking. Hey, folks. I want to give it like a little bit of rasp. But then again, I'm not like... She reminds me of, I forget the character's name. The butler from Dr. Stone. At least from the hair shape and hair color. Let's see. Hey there, folks. There, yeah, I think I'll give her like a breath here. I'll work with that. Hey, folks. Oh, you're Mr. Full Body Modifications guy. Whoa, this is nuts. You really did shove a magic medium into your body. So this is how your cabling works with your blood vessels. Oh my, what's this? That's crazy. Talk about disrespect for the human body. Then that circuit goes around your spine, enabling magic power to flow through your whole body. Oh, so that's how you're holding all your organs in there. It's an exhibit of all the body's mysteries. Okay, and we did see a few chapters ago that the Mental Witch Association was actually interested in how Gokuraku figured out any of this stuff. Because he's the first test subject. He did all this himself. And she seems very interested. Let's see. So, mister, where did you learn about magic item tech? Oh, I read the records in our archives and watched crafters work. And the supplementary materials? Crystals and ores from the Kagami mines. Ah, okay. Let's see. And there weren't any rejection symptoms. Oh. I tested various stuff, but the materials from Kagami were the most stable. Very interesting. I wonder if there's a reason behind that. Is there a reason? I mean, maybe just purity, but I don't know. Really? Kagami, eh? Sounds like an intriguing place. Okay, so interesting. So Love Joe has no relation to Kagami, or at least no understanding of it. Well, Joe, what do you think? Whew. Yeah, I don't need to look any deeper. It's obvious. The guy's a friggin' genius. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I genuinely, I thought it was going to be revealed that he had some help. He literally freeballed it and worked. Like, he actually he Dr. Giroud himself. Not in futuristic, mystical, magical tech Dragon Ball land. He Dr. Giroud himself in whatever time period this is that's not modern time. Like, that's actually insane. Let's see. Huh? Ichi's like, genius? I know that was the case. Let's see. His knowledge and technical skills are beyond cutting edge. And no wonder no one sane is going to test this kind of stuff directly on themselves. He possesses advanced technology that even we could never imagine. That's actually that's very, okay, so maybe, okay, that's interesting. Oh, but look at Monogold and Shibadon fine. They're like, yeah. So yeah, I didn't think it was gonna be that deep. Let's see. Leaving him to rot in prison would be a waste. Oh, interesting. I didn't realize she has braces. At least it looks like she has braces in that one panel. Yeah, I can't see her teeth here, but maybe she doesn't have braces. But like, y'all see these, right? Like, these look like braces to me. Let's see. Leaving him to rot in prison would be a waste.
Understood. Thus, with the power invested in me as Shirabadana, the analytic witch...
Okay.
I hereby appoint Gokuraku Kagami to the position of special adjunct.
Okay, so now, yep, they let him in. Let's see. Special adjunct?
Yep. Basically, you're now an official associate to the Witches Association. Huh? We've already gotten all the various permissions needed.
Yeah, so there was a faux trial. So yeah, they were like, we just want to know where your head's at, gang. Like, they weren't actually going to punish him. Let's see.
Gokuraku, our decision is that you can be useful to us.
Must be the connection back to Kagami. All them pure materials? I bet you can give us a nice little discount, can't you, Gokuraku? Let's see.
Our decision is that you can be useful to us. From now on, you're to accompany Ichi the witch.
I love how they always say his full name. It's like if they then again, Naruto is legit just called Naruto. What's a good example?
It's no, because Gata High School is just called Gata High School. I actually can't think of it. Why can I not think of another example of Ichi the witch? I don't know. But essentially, they say the character's full title, which is also the name of the manga. Let's see. From now on, you're to accompany Ichi the witch and aid him in his endeavors. Through that, you will atone. Give it your all.
Thank you. Yeah, that's great news, Gokuraku. He's just like, perfect. Because if not, I may have had to deal with them for trying to take my friend away. No, I'm kidding. Let's see. Yeah. Friends. He's so excited. He's so adorable. I love him. After he was ore farming all that chapter 2, he loved Ichi. Let's see.
Well, that went conveniently smoothly.
You sure do like putting on a charade. Yeah, so the whole thing was a sham. Let's see. I was wondering why more witches and more mirrors weren't here.
You sure do like putting on a charade. My. You could at least say I appreciate the formalities.
Yeah, she's like, you could phrase that better. You know, I am messing with you. Gotta phrase it better. Let's see.
Okay, now that's that. Ichi, go have your new magic recorded.
Right. And who does the recording? I forget who does he tell? I mean, like, obviously Shirabadana is the analytic witch. Wouldn't you just tell her? But I guess she has subordinates. Let's see.
Right. Deskanos KUMUGI, submit your wands for maintenance.
Doesn't Ichi need to submit his wand for maintenance too? Like, he was actually stabbing people with it. Let's see.
Okay.
Oh, I forget KUMUGI has a wand. It's that little tiny, like, pen thing, right? Let's see. I'll have them fixed up. Oh, wait, no.
I'll have them fixed up in a jiff. And Gokuraku, first and foremost, you're to see...
Ah, that's right. I forgot. Decora Frill. I love how the women are... Yeah, they're like... Another man. A tall man. They're like... they're hitting that all... Funnily enough, I don't know where that sonic beam is from. I have no idea where the basis of that sonic beam is born from, but they're very like... like, they're hitting that right now, because they rarely see men. But at the same time, where is that from? I have no idea, because it doesn't look like a 3D model from any of the games. It doesn't look like it's from any of the Avengers. Like, I have no idea where that model is from. Maybe it's just a fan thing. I have no idea. But I always see it, and it's always hilarious. I've seen all the different variations. Like, I saw a Sukuna variation. Well, in variation, just like drawings, where they just said that. like Sukuna, Emma Frost, Goku Black, Cell, Kid Buu. Like, I've seen so many variations of that. I was going to draw one of, like, my avatar doing it. Let's see.
Welcome. Hello. Oh, my stars. I get to make another men's uniform so soon? Why, I couldn't be happier. My little fingers are itching to get started. Ichi, it's been too long.
Has it? Yo, I always ask this in manga because obviously it's different for us. How much time has passed in the universe since Ichi first showed up? I actually don't know. Let's see. Uniform.
Come along. We're measuring you directly this time. We need to see how those magic implants work.
Oh, you need to see you measured him directly, huh? You get a feel. I mean, Gokuraku, he bad handsome, though. I don't blame him. That's a tall, handsome man right there. Go get your touchy-feely on Decora. Let's see. Oh, Decora as in decorating, frills. I get it. Let's see. Oh, wow. She literally just says it.
What have you done with your arm? How sexy.
I mean, I guess if you're trapped in here all the time, you'd be a little down bad too. Let's see. Have fun. They're both like, goodbye, Gokuraku. We'll see you eventually. Don't get anyone pregnant. Let's see. I'm not sure who's saying this, but let's just go basic with it. There, the new team is complete. Oh, look at Scott. Yo,
Yo, Goku, why is the fit kind of go? Does he have his arm back though? Did they fix his arm? Like Goku, you still do probably need your right arm back. Let's see. New team Deskros. We look forward to further successes from you all. Okay, with this, everything's ready for your official debut. Oh, that's right. But wait, I thought. Well, maybe Togai's. I thought Togai's conceded that he didn't have to go to school. Maybe they still do have to reveal him. Oh, I wouldn't get to be Deskros clothes right now. Okay, let me stop. Let's see. Team lead at Deskros, team members Ichi, KUMUGI, which is Research Club, Gokuraku, Special Magic Adjunct, plus Uro. I love how Uro is still so potent and unique a character that he always gets noted, even though he rarely shows up. Let's see. Oh, no, they didn't get his arm back? Is he actually going to be one? I mean, that's fine, as long as he can keep fighting, but still, dude, you aren't going to get that fixed? Oh, huh? Debut. Oh, you idiot. Our contest. Don't tell me you've forgotten. Oh, right, the mushroom. Oh, yeah. He's like, oh, yeah, that's right. That was an arc. That happened right before this one. I forgot about that. Let's see. A fun guy. I like him. Let's see. Technically, the results of our contest don't call for it, but I conceded defeat. Ah, okay. Thus, according to our agreement, Ichi the Witch will make his official worldwide debut. We'll be holding a debut party for him. A debut party? Yep, we've been prepping it for a while now. Media outlets, various world dignitaries. We're even going to broadcast it to out to witches in rural areas. Okay, very interesting. Someone's going to attack that. Let's see. All the heads of the Mantinel's various departments will be in attendance too. Oh, we actually will. Okay, good. We're going to get to meet some of the other witches that we saw forever ago. Let's see. See, here's our guest list. KUMUGI arc? KUMUGI arc? I see her reacting, huh? So, okay, we're cooking. We had Ichi arcs, obviously. We just had a Gokuraku arc. Deskros, she's kind of interwoven in arcs. I don't think we're gonna get Deskros moments. We're not gonna get full Deskros arcs for a while. But it looks like it's finally time to address some of that trauma that was sprinkled in with KUMUGI. All right. Huh? What's wrong, KUMUGI? That speaker. Oh, so KUMUGI does have a last name. KUMUGI Harvest. I'm guessing. That's speaker. My sister. And we know she made fun of KUMUGI in the past. So overall. And of course, since this was a triple review, let me hit it for the 3 times. So that was 1, 2, 3 amazing sequence of chapters, dog. Amazing sequence of chapters. That I will admit, I think they're all like peak chapters to me, but I like the first one the most. Once again, because it just feels so personal to my heart, and I like how it fully wraps up the Kagami arc. The second one I do like really mainly because of the Ichi character work done there. And I do like this chapter for the character work it does, not just for obviously the future and properly introducing us and giving some more characters to more side and background characters such as Love Joe and Dakota Frill, but also this does really good character work for Monogold in particular, showing that yeah she knew that they were going to let Gokuraku slide, but she still wanted to see who he was. She's kind, she's forgiving, she's a reasonable leader, but also she wants to understand people. She wants to know their headspace. And even if Deskos writes it off as, oh, well, this is all fake. This is a charade. The charades still do have purpose. You deceive for a reason. And her reason for deceiving was good. She got good information out of Gokuraku, how they plan to do it. And obviously, Gokuraku being set up as an asset to the association is very interesting. Setting up the idea that Kagami does have these unique materials is probably going to come back to either bite us or bite us in a way that we like later on in the future. I think that's going to be very, very important. The only thing I do wonder is I keep calling him just Goku. Is Gokuraku really not going to get that arm back? I mean, like, I know he lost his actual flesh arm and he's a cyborg, so like obviously they can't just give him a robotic arm, but like help him? Like he's going to be the only one. I mean, imagine he gets stronger with the one arm, but still, dude, really? I don't know, man. I hope you get something back. But that being the case, W chapters all around. If you made all the way to the end of this thickums of a triple review, please leave. Let's see. Let me try to do a password, 3-word password that encompasses all 3 chapters. Goodbye, mysterious future. There we go. Yeah, we'll go with that. Do goodbye, mysterious future in the comment section down below. And thank you so much for watching. Please remember to leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe. And make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any videos that come to the channel. Also, do have a
Patreon below, you support me for as well as $1 a month. Things like exclusive videos, early content, and more. Also now become a member of the channel for as low as $3 a month to get the same perks and more. So those perks include the live reactions, here the series I'm to review, and view reactions of all my videos, and if you become a $20 Patreon and $20 member, you can order whatever video you want. Also, the link to my co-fi in the description down below. You can drop 5 for a short video, 20 means a long video, or any means at all. Any support is always greatly appreciated. Now, I'd like to thank you so much for watching once again, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. This is that guy with a pencil, writing off. I would like to give a thank you to our sketch tier members: Eternal Flame, Redwolf 4765, Astro, Super Flame Zero, Glacier, XZ, Zera, Brendan Payne, J2MA, Guillaume, Buddha Uda, Alex Kenny, Yuki Ally, Enzo, Nevis 97, Zachary Wilson, Azo 2404, Planet Crone, Rye Rich, G Prosper, Swift Strike, Alexicon, Striker Man, and Autumn Mornings Lazo. Then, I'd like to give a thank you to our line art patrons: Sean, Midnight Lord 21, Kevin, Encarnacion, Dread Zoan, and A+A. Then, I'd like to give a thank you to our Ink tier members: Austin Wimberly, Euchia, and Shrimpo the Shrimp. Then, I'd like to give a thank you to our digital art tier members: J Warrior and AZ Void. And I'd like to give a thank you to our colored art tier patrons: Waki Munoz and Waki Munoz. And a final and thank you to our ultimate, that guy with a pencil tier patron, Calvin's wife. Not Calvin Elder, who ultimately does have one of my kidneys, but now I must know, and I must undergo the process of getting the second one removed, so I can send the other over to this wonderful family.